Today we're here in Lurgan, in the beautiful county of Armagh, near the border really, and we're talking to a man that maybe few people don't know yet, but he's very well known here in Northern Ireland. MBE, Dr. Fred McSorley. Fred has been a long time supporter also of the motorbike races, where he is a doctor and follow the races, and the safety of it all. But it's great to talk to Fred once, because Fred is a long time supporter of the Belgian project, and it's nice to have him once ask a few questions to him about him and about what he does as well. Welcome, Fred, here to Lurgan, your hometown.
Thank you. Yes, just a little bit breathless after the first cross race in 2 years actually. I missed last year because I tore a calf muscle. But this time last week, just finishing the Three Peaks, which is wonderful in Yorkshire. So it's great to get back cycling again. Really enjoy it. And such beautiful weather today.
You're a long-time member of the Apollo. Apollo now is already even on the television daily with a little advert. You know, it's great to see the Rockets, the youth program going well. Now this is the first race of the year, cyclocross, in the league, and we see 400 people showing up. Amazing.
It's quite extraordinary, Dany, because as you well remember, and I remember in the early days, you'd have maybe got 15, 20 riders, no women, and very few children. So it's just wonderful, and a lot of work has been done by Martin Grimley, as you know, from the Damara Club in Cycling Ulster, to promote cyclocross and make it much more accessible and bring in the youth, which is very important, and the female riders as well. So it's just gone from strength to strength, and on the back of the 2012 Olympics there's been a great interest in cycling. So our club, like a lot of clubs in the country, has just exploded in numbers and interest, and it's wonderful to see. And cyclocross has always been my favourite. Always loved it. The king of sports. So even though somebody old and slow like me can still enjoy it.
For the people who don't know Fred, maybe ask you, Fred, here what actually you do as a paramedic or as a doctor in the races, and how it's connected to your MBE. Explain a bit more about yourself.
Well, my main work is a general practitioner or family doctor in the town of Lurgan. I've been there since 1982, and I've always had an interest in motorcycling. So probably about 25 years ago I started providing a medical service as a motorcycle doctor with a medical team, and the team has been slowly built up over the years. It wasn't me that started the team. I actually took over from another guy who rode a motorcycle, and he paved the way for putting a doctor on a motorcycle. So I ride on the opening lap, and the warm-up lap, and then the opening lap behind the guys, and I have medical gear strapped to my back and also around the waist as well. So I've been doing that for a long time, and I enjoy it hugely. So motorcyclists and motorcycle racers, I beg your pardon, and cyclists have a lot in common, and some of the injury patterns are quite similar. Obviously in cycling you get a lot less significant trauma than you would in motorcycling, but you're still two wheels, still very enjoyable, and great bunch of guys to work with.
And how did it go? What year was it that you actually received the MBE?
It probably was about 5-6 years ago. It was for medical services to Northern Ireland. I also go out to road traffic accidents, sometimes at night or weekends on a voluntary basis, to help the ambulance service over the last 25 years, which is a great privilege to help. My son's a paramedic. He works in London. He's a very keen cyclist. He was doing the Three Peaks with me last year as well. So and I have another son who cycled to New Zealand. He's working out there as a doctor at the moment. So it's a little bit in the family.
Talk about family. Your wife, Alex, is famous for her cakes.
Yeah, the legendary baker. Yes, I'm like a lot of people who get into cycling and motorcycling. You have to be married to somebody very, very patient, and of course she's wonderful. He's great, our number one fan.
I wouldn't have forgot Alex anyway, because I enjoyed, even today already, I've enjoyed few of her cakes. So I had the privilege to have them before anybody else got.
No fat.
Well, yes, because I have to lose a bit of weight because I've been inactive, but I'm getting active again. Now, Fred, it was great to talk to you. I always wanted to talk to you. I also see you're an ambassador of Bike Pure. Is one of our sponsors. So yes.
Gary has done as well. And Miles, one of the great characters of Irish racing. I was chatting to him recently. A wonderful guy. He's really responsible for getting me into cycling, as a lot of people into cycling as well. So we're looking forward now to watching the A race. You can find out how the guys really do it, as distinct from people like me who pretend to do it.
Okay, Dr. Fred McSorley. Yes, I call you Fred. I am allowed to do so. But great to talk to you.
It's been a privilege, Dany. Good to see you again. Bye now.